Good evening. Thank you for coming. Feel free to take a seat. Yes, people are just starting to show up. Plenty of seats open, ma'am. Plenty of seats open. Feel free to help yourself. Yes, sir. Anywhere over there is fine. Anywhere over there is fine. Nope, no, you can't go that way, ma'am. I apologize. Those are reserved seatings. That is hype team seating only over there, ma'am. You will not be able to sit over there. And that's why there's a velvet rope, ma'am. Yes. It should be a good show, yes. Please take a seat. Mr. Davis, this way, please. VIP, please take care of him. Thank you. Everybody get a seat. Show will be starting soon. Please fill in all of the seats. Show will be starting soon. Thank you all for coming to another presentation from Raider Reaction. We always appreciate it. Thank you, as always. Please take a seat. Sir, you can't smoke that in here. As much as I'd love to let you, you're going to have to take that outside. All right, it appears we're standing.
Raider reactions for mature audiences only, so if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
Another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. Time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? We're just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman. He's a scholar. He's a fucking member of the Raider Nation. Slip him what you should. He's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. As you find yourself strolling down the street minding your goddamn business, it's, fucking not bothering nobody. A cool breeze hits you that chills you right to your skeletal core. And you find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday on Raider Reaction, it's the Raider Nation Report. A solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. And Kobe, my brother, if you only knew how much was going on in that little amount of time. I need more time. So this is a one-man show, brother. Come on, I gotta be production, I gotta be the fucking coffee guy, the gopher, the fucking light man, sound man, the fucking talent. I gotta be it all, man. Come on. Gotta brother some slack. It's a grassroots project. It's the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, the Commish. Thank you for joining me. As always, we've got a lot to get into. And I'm gonna start the show with a serious question, Raider Nation. Serious. I want to start it, but fuck it, let's not start it out weak. Let's start it. Do you trust the process? It's 3 years. Do you trust the process? You've now seen, didn't even make it through 3 years, and you fired. You had pick of everybody you wanted. Could have picked young college talent. You could have went anywhere at defensive coordinator. And you went to the fucking buddy system. The good old boys club. And look where it's got you 3 years in. So everybody says it's the defense. You can't blame Gruden. It's the defense. Who the fuck hired the defense? Who the hell picked the talent to put in the basket? So do you trust the process? Do you trust the process? How's asking a question bashing anything? Answer the fucking question. Do you? I'm not a fucking sheep. I'm not that type of fan. Fuck that. You just sit back and you enjoy losing? You don't question fucking ineptitude? Who the fuck does that? Who wants to sit back and watch a fucking shit sandwich every fucking week? And you don't have anything to say about that? I'm not that type of fan. I ask questions. I want answers. I'm a fucking shot caller for a fucking living, my man. I run things. If somebody's not getting the fucking job done, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to ask him, why can't you get your fucking job done? Is there something wrong? Is it the tools? Is it the environment? Is it your fucking coworkers? What's the problem? I want to get to the problem. I want to get to the fucking source, the root of the problem. Because I'm a fucking problem solver. And if we've went through the fucking checklist and we can't find the problem, then the problem's you, motherfucker, and you gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got mouths to feed. I'm sorry you got a wife and kids. I'm sorry about all of that. I'm sorry. Don't be stupid and don't suck at what you do, and you don't have to be replaced. That goes all the way from a fucking NFL fucking head coach all the way to some motherfucker dropping fries at McDonald's. If you're too stupid to do your fucking job and you can't cut it, I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and fucking, oh, the words hurt me. Oh. Get the fuck out of here, man. If you're that type of a fan, I probably don't want to sit next to you at the bar anyway. Go sit at the other end. You can be down there with those Raider fans. You know, because there's those cliques in every fucking family. You know, you go to the family reunion and you hug everybody. No, the fuck you don't. You go over there, you hug this guy, you give this guy a fist bump, you barely touch elbows with this motherfucker. Then you go over here, sit at the other table, and you talk about them. But your family, right? Come on. We're all allowed to have opinions at the end of a failed fucking season. Because call it what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to sit here and fucking blow sunshine and fucking rainbows up your ass. It was a failed season. These are professionals. The best of what they do. They are the best at the coaching profession. They are the best at their position. They are the best at what they do. Every single one of them. That's what they're supposed to be. That's why they were hired, because they're the best at what they do. And if you're going out there and tripping over your dick every other week, you're not the best at what you do, which means your head is now on the chopping block because there's 12 motherfuckers waiting to take everybody's job. There's 12 motherfuckers waiting to take the GM's job, the head coach's job, the tight end's job, everybody's job. Everybody's job. That's why. Oh, that's what they all say behind their keyboards and their fucking monitors. That's what they all say. That's what they all say. And just like, all the motherfuckers talking shit last night, popped in the fucking, oh, whoop all your asses at Madden. And then we say, hey, we're starting a Madden league. We're going to kick that bitch off tonight. Going to make that drop. But, if you want to get in, send your email to the page. And funny, no emails ever in the page. Motherfuckers just want to pop in and chirp. I'm the best. Yeah, sure you are. The best doesn't have to tell people they're the best. Just saying. So, which is the fucking problem that we're discussing. The question at hand. Do you trust the process? Do you trust the process? That's the question. That's the true question. Do you trust the process? Ah, 3 years in, man, I question it. George is a fucking clown, and we showed George the door. It's I love motherfuckers that want to come in and talk shit in the comments. Like, get the fuck out. You're a fucking clown, man. Whatever. I guess you got nothing better to do with your evening. That's all right. I don't care. I question the process 3 years in. I questioned it 3 years ago when the hire was made. I'd seen a couple people in the comments, oh, you backed this from the beginning. Well, I don't know. Please go pull that fucking clip. Go ahead. You know what date it was. Go back and pull the clips from that date of Raider Reaction, and please tell me, show me a video of me on here dancing and fucking doing a jig when we fucking brought back Gruden. You're going to see me on here scratching my head and go, what the fuck? Why? I do not support ever reaching into the past and trying to recreate anything. I don't support that ever. And it could be because history has proven and statistics have proven that is not conducive for success. It got us very competitive. That's debatable. What do you consider competitive? You've knocked off some playoff teams, but then you can barely beat the Jets. You can't beat the Falcons. Yeah, you can't beat the Chargers. It's, are you scary? You're fucking 7-8. I mean, that's competitive. I know we're trying to, and everybody copes with it different, man. And I'm not here to judge how any fan or fanatic copes with the failure of another fucking NFL season. Because that's what we're looking at, and that's what we're staring at, is the failure of another NFL season, and every fan deals with it differently. Every fan deals with it differently. So, some like to look at the silver lining. I like, oh, look, Waller had a great season, and look at this, and na. I guess. I don't look at it that way. I mean, after... You can look at it as the steps and the building blocks, but after 3 seasons, man, in this day and age of free agency and the way you can build through the draft and free agency, you can flip a team around in a couple years. And this team wasn't that laden. I mean, it was a little laden when Gruden came in, but not that bad that it needed a complete restoration project that you need over 3 years to even to get back to the postseason. I mean, they've even added an extra playoff spot, folks, that didn't even fucking exist a year ago. A Walmart playoff spot with a fucking backdoor entrance into the postseason. And we can't even sniff that son of a bitch. That's a fucking problem, man. That's a problem. So, I don't know, man. I question the process. At this point. It concerns me. Jack Del Rio had 3 years, and they axed his ass. And in his second year, he has the best year that the Raiders had seen in fucking forever. And then, they say he lost the team. The changing of offensive coordinator was probably his undoing in 17. And you think he deserved at least a chance to get to try to bring it back in 18, but no. Mark Davis had this fucking stiffy. He was gonna get fucking John Gruden. He had it in his head that this was the guy he wanted. He was gonna bring back and he was gonna finish unfinished business. Yeah, that guy doesn't exist anymore. That Gruden doesn't exist anymore. That ain't the same guy you're seeing on the sidelines now. That ain't Chucky. Chucky ain't stalking the fucking sidelines, biting fucking refs' heads off, fucking fuming crazy. That's not the same guy, man. That ain't the same guy. That's fucking, 20 plus years removed from that. Time in the booth. He's got kids. He's a grown man. It's totally different. Not even the same guy. He ain't even in the same place in life. You can't recreate even that fire. I mean, come on. That's like me trying to say I can fucking go back and recreate what I was doing at 25. I can't. No matter what the fuck I'm taking. I can't do that. You can't bring back that type of fire. You can't bring back that type of enthusiasm. The I want to prove the world wrong type of guy. You can't bring that back. And that's what he's trying to recreate. You're trying to recreate this young, fucking fiery head coach that was given his first opportunity and wanted to prove the world wrong. How the fuck are you going to recreate that? And even think you're going to recreate that? When he went to the Bucks, that's all he had was, I'm going to prove the fucking world wrong. And he got it done. And he went and he had this ego problem. Him and the fucking GM fought the whole time about who was going to control the roster, the talent. Fucking, he wanted full control. And he damn near got it and he ran his ass out on a fucking rail because he was never able to develop a team, put a roster together, and really get anything done. He had one fucking season of success with Chris Sims / Greasy and Cadillac Williams. That was it. I think they went 11-5. Other than that, nothing. He's a couple games above 500, literally like 2 or 3. And he's got a ring that's got Dungy's name stamped on the side of it. Dungy and a couple other coaches that helped build that defense and brought in the building blocks for that to turn the Succaneers around and give them that one peak in their fucking franchise's history. Do you trust the process? It's a full question. All right. I got to switch gears. I got to bring it down just a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit. I had somebody send the page a message, and I don't get these messages very often, so I honestly didn't know how to. I want to be respectful, so I'm trying to do the best that I can. This isn't something that, one of the folks that one of Raider Nation that watches the show, Pete. I don't know, trying not to butcher your name, man. Pete Palcincia. I think I got that right. Pete, member of the Raider Nation in the 805, lost a dear close brother, and they are having a celebration of life cruise. And cruising neighborhood lowriders celebrate the life of one of their dear friends, Nate Dizzle Masalta, who passed too soon. So they've putting together a little memorial cruise, and he wanted me to pass that on to the Raider Nation, the info. We will be putting all the info up on the page. We'll be putting in our event tab, and we'll be sharing the post and a page. But Nate Dizzle Masalta, Raider brother, gone too soon.
Nate Dizzle Masalta was a Raider brother who left us long before his time. Members of the 805 and Raider Nation in general are asking you to join them in a celebration of life cruise on January 23rd, 2021 to celebrate the life and a fallen Raider brother, Nate Dizzle Masalta.
All right. Our condolences to everybody. Gone way too soon, man. It's always see somebody young cut down, especially a member of the nation. So our respects to the 805 and friends and family. Now, bring it back up. We got a lot of time left. Got a little over 30 minutes, so let's bring it back up. We got a big announcement. It is that time. The Raiders season. I know we play the Donkeys this weekend, and we'll get to the Donkeys game before the end of the show. I know we play the Donkeys, so we'll get to all of that. But the season's basically over. I mean, it's like an exhibition game at the end of the season. They're gonna get to try some shit, and hopefully, I guess you hope you win and fuck up another draft position or something. You know, that's all you're really gonna do. You're not really helping anything by winning, but. Now we're left with this void. Because, after this week, there's no more Raider football. Yeah, you've got the playoffs are still going on, but that's only for another month. You got about 4 weeks of that, and then it's fucking over. There ain't no football. Nothing. I mean, you got hockey, you got... what are you going to do to fill your time? Well, we are going into our third offseason of the Raider Reaction offseason Madden Challenge PS4 League. And we're just opening it up. I think we've only got about 5 spots confirmed, and I'd say about that many more. I think most of the guys that were in it last year are coming back, and we're adding more already. Only 32 spots. We're going to fill every team in our Madden League this season. RaiderNationStore.net is back on board as a sponsor. They're going to help us fill out flash prizes, and we got flash prizes. We got 3 sweet grand prizes to start out the big badass Raider box. Because we're going to do it the same way. We got a big badass Raider box that we're giving away as a grand prize. And we're going to start it off with a sweet piece of autographed swag and a couple other nice pieces of Raider memorabilia. And then every single week we put more in the box. And so by the end you just got this big badass Raider box to win. Richard won it last year. He got autographed Josh Jacobs jersey plus a ton of fucking swag and prizes. Year before, we gave away 2 autographed Derek Carr jerseys. RaiderNationStore.net is back on board again. We're going to give away flash prizes all season. So you're going to get a chance to win stuff, even if you don't win the grand prize. Plus prize packs for all of the division champs. Prize packs for all the division champs, just like last season. Nice little prize pack for all the division champs because, you made it through. It's a long season. So we do a full fantasy draft. You get to pick your full roster. So you're going to get stuck with a team you're not going to like because there's only one Raiders. So you get stuck with a team you don't like. It's completely random, but you do get to draft your team. So you can draft some Raiders on your team, and you get to control it all from then. But season kicks off the weekend after the Super Bowl. So from here until now, we are filling slots 32. We'll add you in the customs. Well, as soon as you let me give you a few of the details. Right.
The Raider season is now ended, and we're all looking for something to fill the void, to fill that competitive fire, to keep it burning through the off season and its returns. The Raider Reaction Off-Season Madden Challenge PS4 League is back. 32 owners competing in the full 2020 season. Full fantasy draft to select your teams. Battling it out to have one champion who will get the big badass Raider box. Full of custom swag and topped off with a Mad Max autographed Color Rush jersey. RaiderNationStore.net will be helping sponsor this year's league once again, supplying flash prizes and other prizes to give out along the duration of the league, so your cat chances to win, even if you don't win at all. Do not miss out. It is only a $30 buy-in. Message the Raider Reaction Facebook page or Instagram page to get your spot locked down now. They are filling. These will not last.
$30 buy-in. There's already over $300 worth of merchandise in the grand prize box before we've even freaking started. $30 buy-in. Mad Max, color rushed, autographed jersey with certificate of authenticity. We've got 2 custom Raider mini helmets that we've got in the box already. Plus, we're going to fill it every week of the season. We got flash prizes, RaiderNationStore.net. Plus, we got other sponsors on board, but I don't like to announce any sponsors till I've got everything in hand and we've got it all dealed in. But I've got a ton of lines in the water. So we've got things working, and this is going to be the best season that we've had. So if you're interested, PS4, all you got to do is message the Raider Reaction Facebook page, message the Twitter, message Instagram, send us a fucking carrier pigeon, whatever the fuck you got to do. Tie it to a midget, slap him on the ass, send him our way. Whatever you got to do, just get your email to Raider Reaction so we can send you the email for your $30 invoice to get it paid. We'll add you right into the fucking league chat so you can start smack talking with the rest of the guys that are already in there. Richard's back. He's defending his champ. He's the defending champ, and right now he's undefeated in the tournament that we got going on. Richard is on a what? 22 game Raider Reaction winning streak. He fucking won. I don't know how many flash prizes. He won the grand prize last year. I mean, he's been still wrecking shop in the tournament. Although Brian gave him a hell of a run that last game, but still, he's wrecking shop. Somebody's got to knock Richard the hell off. So, if you think you got game on them sticks, but it's for the average too, man. We've set up this league, and the settings are set up so the real gamers game, and you know they shine above the others. But your average Joe can come in and play, and you're not going to be a total scrub. So we set it up to be a nice competitive league. You only got to play one game a week. I mean, this fucking league takes months to play. We all got lives and families and kids and shit. So it's that type of league. So get on in, man. Don't miss out. Don't be one of them guys that says, damn, I missed out. It's a Mad Max Color Rush jersey, autographed, certificate of authenticity, 2 custom. You can't buy those Raider minis helmets on the shelves. Those are customs. So we're just starting. Those are just the first things in the box. Plus, prize packs for division check. Come on, man. Don't miss out. Message the page. Get in. You're going to sit around and wait, and then it's going to be fucking full, and you're not going to get in, and I don't want you to do that. David, I seen you out there. If you want in, message the page. Get your info, man. $30. There's already $300+ worth of shit, and fuck, who knows what the Mad Max jersey will end up being worth. We're giving away the Darren Waller cleat in the freaking tournament, and goddamn, look, he's breaking fucking records. That thing's going to be worth, who knows. All right, moving on. I'm dropping tough questions tonight. Tough questions. Tough questions. We had the first one, do you trust the process? Now I got the next one. Why do you think you start Derek Carr? Why is Derek Carr pushing through injury to play in the last game against the Broncos? Why do you not just set your franchise quarterback, who obviously has a groin injury? Why do you even try to push him through injury? Why do you even try that? Why would you not give Marcus Mariota, who came in relief of Derek Carr when he got injured, looked great. I mean, still lost the game, granted, but he wasn't calling the fucking plays. He sure didn't call that fucking bootleg that sealed off about fucking 2/3 of the field. Jesus. Well, why don't you just take every opportunity away from the quarterback that's got the legs? It was a brilliant fucking idea was that. Oh yeah, the guy getting paid $10 million a year. But who am I to question him? He's the professional. Listen, I'm not a rocket scientist, but if the motherfucker blows up on takeoff, I can tell somebody fucked up. Just saying. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say, hey, something's wrong here. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Is Carr pushing to play because he is... How's he motivated? What's his motivation? What's his motivation? Do you not... Because I would think if you were the Raiders organization and you saw how good Marcus Mariota looked and the season's now over and you've got an injured quarterback who's your starting franchise quarterback, wouldn't you want to see Mariota go out there and fucking shred the donkeys and look amazing, and you could go out and maybe fucking deal him somewhere? Maybe he becomes the next fucking Matt Flynn, where he has this amazing game in the final week of the fucking season, and all of a sudden he's the fucking the flavor du jour in free agent market, and they're like, oh, Mariota, look at oh shit, he's back, and I don't know. Lines has a point. Maybe it's that you're trying to. You don't want to put any more audition tape out there. Maybe you plan on keeping him. Maybe you want to squirrel him away at least one more year. I think the word's already out on Super Mariota after that 1 week, though. I don't don't even think you can squirrel him away. And to me, I'm not even questioning. And this isn't even a fact of, hey, is Carr the man or Carr's the man? To me, Carr's the man. Carr is the man. He's proved he's the man for 2021. I think he's 100% secured that. I don't think there's any question. Derek Carr has silenced all of the doubters this season, including myself. And I fucking eat that crow like a motherfucker. I've said it all year. I've praised him all year. I've barely had a damn bad thing to say about DC4 all year. And I'm still fucking, you're a Carr hater. I'll question a quarterback at the end of a fucking failed season when, some of the games were directly related to his play. I watch coaches' tape. Do you? I fucking doubt it. Most people ain't got the time because it's fucking boring. You want to watch 3 plays, fucking the same play 3 fucking times? Silent? It's not that exciting. But I have to watch it because I like to be educated and I try to understand what the problems are. What makes things work? What makes things not work? And the play calling has been so suspect at fucking such crucial times of the game. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we kick the most fucking field goals, most short yardage field goals of any team in the league this season. Led that category. Short yardage field goals. Those are just fucking touchdowns you should have had. If you get half of those, if you get a third of those. If a third of those are touchdowns, just a third, you're probably in the playoffs. I mean, just look at the game that Mariota came in. At the end of the game, the first time he scored running in, there was nobody in the fucking backfield. They spread everybody out. They dropped fucking Super Mariota back. He surveys the field. If there's somebody wide open, he's throwing it. Other than that, he's looking for the big hole. And what do? Goes right for the fucking hole. Dives. Fucking touchdown. So, the game's on the line. So what do? Well, They're the fucking professionals. These guys are the geniuses. Oh, we've got this fucking mobile quarterback. We've got fucking Darren Waller who's shredded at this game. We got Josh Jacobs who's had a great... What should we do? Well, let's not have Darren Waller go out. Let's keep Josh Jacobs in. We're not going to let Mariota drop back. We're not going to spread out the field. We're not going to allow him to create any holes. We're going to roll him out to the fucking right, and we're going to keep Waller, Jacobs in. We're going to send a couple of guys out, and we're going to seal everything down to this one little corner. And if that doesn't work, we're just fucked. Because there's going to be nowhere for him to run because everybody's bunched up down in this side of the field now. Like I said, I don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out if the motherfucker's blowing up, it's fucking something fucked. That's just fucked, man. The play calling is so conservative. And, oh my God, this is what I hated about Gruden to begin with. When Gruden left the first time, I was like, fucking see ya, buddy. Later. Fuck, man. You're the anchor holding this fucking team back. Fucking let's go. Now, of course, what happened at the end of that season, I think, was fucking complete stupidity on the Raiders coaching staff. You had the fucking Barrett Robinson situation. It was just everything. It was the perfect storm, man. It just didn't go well. But Gruden never got. It amazes me how delusional everybody is about the past with Gruden. Yes, he turned the Raiders around, but he never got them to the sacred soil, man. The Tuck Rule game is a heartbreaker to every fucking Raider fan that lived and breathed in that era, and lived and breathed during that day. Okay, we get it. It's fucking stabbed right in the fucking heart, man. We get it, but that didn't cost us a Super Bowl. Quit sticking that fucking ring on his hand, okay? It cost us a chance at a Super Bowl. Chance. It was a divisional round. You still had to win a whole nother game, and then you had to go to a Super Bowl in a neutral site and play a whole nother game. So that's not a ring. The season before that was closer than that. And everybody seems to forget that. See, they always want to bring up the Tuck Rule. We got fucked. That was our year. Possibly. But you still had 2 more fucking games after that. So don't put that ring on his hand. He's got 1. Okay? He never got the Raiders to the promised land. Didn't get it done. I mean, 16-3. Do I need to bring up that? The Ravens coming to our house? Saragusa getting fucking smashed. Smashing Gannon. That one still burns me. Then they come out and they change that rule. They love to change rules to help us after the fucking fact. We'll boss the Tuck Rule after the fact. You're not allowed to pick the quarterback up and slam him into the ground after the fucking Saragusa. Whatever. But I believe people have this foggy memory of what John Gruden really, really was. And John Gruden was a fiery son of a bitch for a minute, man. A minute. And he turned things around. He turned the attitude around. But it was a quick spike and it was gone. And he was not even able in his own career to ever recreate or keep that consistently going. There was a spike in his career, and he's never been able to recapture it. He's never been able to keep it consistent at all. So, this guru label that everybody wants to throw around is difficult for me to take sometimes. And I don't think... I don't know, man. I don't think this guy's the answer. I honestly think he's too much involved in the play calling. I think he handicaps Greg Olsen, and I honestly think John Gruden needs to take a step back along the lines of Bruce Arians, who doesn't call his own plays anymore. Bruce Arians is supposed to be a offensive guru. That's why he wanted Brady. That's why he brought him in. he doesn't call the plays. Byron Leftwich does. Andy Reid has stepped back from the play calling over the past couple of years, and you know what? It got him a ring. Eric Bieniemy's doing that now. You need to, at some point, understand that maybe you've got the mind to put it together, but maybe it's past you a little bit with your game plan, or your the way you strategically put it together. I just think there needs to be a change. Gruden, he's got another year for sure before Mark Davis would even consider looking at making a change. I would say he's at least got 5. He's going through year 5. I'd say there's probably 2 more before you even sniff a chance that he's out, unless next year's just an epic failure, which I don't see that. This team's going to be one of 2 things next year. I don't think it's going to fall apart. It's not going to regress that far back, but I think you do have the possibility of doing the same thing you did this year and last year. It's just being one of the middle of the road teams that's just kind of fucking muddling around and tripping over your dick. You know, you beat some good teams, but you lose to some bad teams, and you end up 9-7, 8-8, 7-9. You got a damn good possibility to be that next year. Or can you take that step? And I think you got to bring in a solid defensive coordinator. I think you got to bring in a solid offensive coordinator. And when you're looking at defensive coordinator, I think obviously we know defense is the biggest side of the ball. It's the biggest concern. And when you're looking at defensive coordinator, everybody seems to want to go safe. We don't want to miss, man. We don't want to miss. We really need a good defensive coordinator, so we got to go to so let's go to these fucking dinosaurs. Again, trying to recreate past glory. I don't know how many times somebody has showed me Wade Phillips' resume and where his fucking teams have placed. Well, I can show you Wade Phillips' resume and show you where all of his teams exited the fucking playoffs without so much as a fucking win, too. But nobody ever shows me that. They just want to show you the stats that, make their narrative. But most people don't understand. Wade Phillips is a 3-4 coach. We run a 4-3. We have the personnel for a 4-3. Do you realize how long it takes to switch your fucking the roster around? To switch defensive fucking schemes completely in sets? That's at least a 2-year fucking deal. We got another 2 years with a guy that's going to be 74 years old by the time the season starts? You want him? Like, come on. It doesn't make sense. People don't understand. You would just want Wade Phillips. All right, well, fuck it. Let's take this round peg and jam it in that square hole. Fuck it. Let's make it work. Get a hammer. Bigger hammer. Some things just don't fit. We're not set up for that. I think you'd have a better chance with Rex Ryan. He's a little more versatile. But, we've had Rob. Maybe we'll bring another fucking Ryan in. Lovie Smith. I've heard his name kicked around. He's ready to come back in. You got Matt Patricia out there. He had success as a coordinator before and then tried the head coach. He's ready to step back down. Or do you look into the college ranks, man? Where there's some young, hungry guy who's ready to try and make an impact. There's so many ways that you can go, but you can't miss on this one. And I think trying to just grab a name because everybody knows it and trying to make that, I got this guy. If you're just doing that, man, I think you need to scout this shit up. I think you really need to scout this shit up because, if you're bringing in a defensive coordinator, and what are they getting? Are you thrilled with what you have up front? You got Cleve Farrell and Max Crosby. They're solid, capable ends. Cleve has done a lot better on the pass rush. He's been solid against the run. Max has been great. He's been a surprise. But you've got zero push up the middle. Whatsoever. Hankins and Hurst and Collins didn't turn out to be shit. He came over and just didn't get a lot accomplished at all. Mo Hurst has had spots. Arden Key, somebody mentioned earlier. Arden Key's he's Look at what happened in the Miami game. You know, Arden Key's not put out this stellar tape of. He's been up, he's been down. So I mean, your front. Are you happy with your front? yes, he can, Lines. That's this. Yes, he can. He came over and he was a total bust. At linebacker, we're still guessing at linebacker. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on at linebacker. Still confused as fuck at linebacker. I mean, you got Kwiatkowski who's been solid at points, but he can't stay healthy. Raekwon McMillan, man, missed the fucking tackle for the big run last game. That was fucking terrible. He's been nothing special. Morrow's had, he's had some bright spots, but fuck. As a whole, the linebackers again were just like, fuck. We got nothing. So you're coming in again like, okay, we're looking at what people, veterans are out there, what fucking retreads are out there, who's been settled on the curb in the recycling bin. That's what draft a motherfucking linebacker. Please? Please! That'd be great. How about we go that? I mean, I think Raider Nation's been asking for a fucking linebacker for the first round for the last fucking 10 years. Let's go get a great one. Fuck it, the best one in the draft. Because, shit, you can't hit on anything else in the first fucking round anyway, so why don't we try a linebacker? Michael's got a fair question. Why can't we get Ruggs the ball? He's used as a decoy. I got concerns about Ruggs. Number one, he's fucking small. He's small. The one fumble there a couple games ago was because of a big fucking defensive back slams him on the ground. He can't hold on to the fucking ball. It's because he's a fucking pipsqueak. The motherfucker don't weigh but a minute. He's fast and he's got hands. If he can get open and ain't somebody ready to light his fucking ass up. So he ain't gonna go over the middle in fucking traffic. He's limited, man. To go and get a guy who's pigeonholed, who's just got, he can't do everything, and you get him in the first round. To me, if you're going to go get a wide receiver in the first round, it's got to be a guy who can stretch the fucking field, he can go with the fucking middle, it's got to be a guy who can fucking do it all. I can go get a fucking fast guy later. But you took him with a number one pick, man. This was supposed to be a guy who come in, and he got overshadowed by Nelson fucking Aguilar, who was coming in here as a reclamation project. I mean, look at the dude. Look at what he weighs. He don't weigh shit. He's not a big body. He's fast. He's one of them track bodies. And his route running, this is the National Football League. This is not shitty-ass college defenses. Everybody looks good against shitty college defenses. That's why the motherfuckers are putting up 60 points a game. They just can't hang with these guys. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about him. Now Nelson's that's got to be one of the top of the fucking off-season checklists. Is bring this motherfucker back, pay him, because he filled in as the number one. He was your number one. He was your go-to. You got Tyrell Williams, who's talking about coming back as a Raider. But man, he's a stiff paycheck, and you got no hit for cutting his ass. He's got all of his guaranteed money, so you can fucking send him fucking packing. Why you would even, if he wants to come back for a cut because he sees, hey, this is heading in a good direction? Sure. I guess. I don't know, man. I wasn't that impressed with what I seen out of him. Obviously he can't stay healthy. Hasn't been on the field much. I mean, it wasn't like he was, a superstar where he came from. So, Brian Edwards has been a gigantic disappointment, Chino, since you mentioned him. He's been a big disappointment. He's not been able to be on the field. You got to get yourself open. You create touches. If you're a wide receiver, you create touches. If you're always fucking open and you're running your route on point and you're always fucking open and you're breaking the defensive back's ankles and you're open all the time, they're going to get you the fucking ball. Bet your ass. If every time they're like, fuck, man, Edwards is open. Every time. They're going to get him the ball. But he's not getting open. And when he's out there, he's not getting the opportunity. Oh, there's a fair question. Derek stepping in, top fan. What's up, Derek? So my question is, he says, what makes Gruden an elite coach? That's a fair question. Do you trust the process? It's kind of along the lines of where I started out, Derek. What makes him an elite coach? The ring that has Tony Dungy's name stamped on the side of it? Gifted a Hall of Fame defense? Just looking for a coach that was a little more offensive minded? What makes him an elite head coach. And I believe Raider Nation has a little bit of a foggy, fond memory of John Gruden the first time around. And we only remember the great memories of Chucky stalking the sidelines, and we don't remember the failures. We don't remember the conservative play call that killed some games. The conservative play call, to me, murdered the Tuck Rule game. You can go back and watch it yourself. I don't want to watch the whole fucking thing again, but I remember points of that game screaming and losing my mind at some of the play calling long before the fucking Tuck even came in. And I wasn't terribly sorry to see him go. I really wasn't. I did not want him back. Not 1% of me wanted him back. I sat here and fucking grinded my teeth about it and went over it with you guys when he brought him back. And I took that pill and I took it. It is what it is. He's here for 10 years, man. You know, I'm a Raider fan and I'm hoping for the best. 3 years in, I don't think it hurt, AAA. I don't think it hurt, man. I don't think the signing of Witten hurt. I don't think it did at all. Okay, I don't think it hurt. I think he brought him in to help mentor Waller and show Waller how to take that next step. See, that's the thing, is I think John Gruden and Mike Mayock have made some great roster moves. I think they've built a team, and I wonder, the love that Gruden has for the silver and black is not something that I discount. And maybe he needs to be in football operations. Maybe he needs to be director of operations, hand in hand with Mayock, building this team. You know, maybe head coach isn't it for him anymore. You know, that doesn't mean that it's the end of the road for the Raiders. Maybe he understands that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think there needs to be a change. And sometimes, sometimes change just needs to happen. Sometimes the coach and the quarterback marriage just will never be what you want it to be, no matter how much you fucking try. And it's nothing against the quarterback and nothing against the coach. It just may never fucking work out. Just won't. Is that Derek Carr's fault? No. Like I said, Derek Carr has proved every doubter wrong this year. Derek Carr's not the problem with this team. He is a solid quarterback. He has continued to improve in the 6th season of an NFL career, and he's continued to improve and get better this season. Everything that I said about Derek Carr, I want him to get better at. I want him to be more mobile. Done. I want him to be stronger in the pocket. He did it. I want him to stretch the field a little more. He was doing it. It's just they weren't calling the proper plays to allow him to do some of the things he needed to do. And I've seen that. I've seen that this season. It's clear to me this season. It's the play calling that's holding him back. And you've seen this regime in long enough that they should know how to use Derek. And unfortunately, Derek hasn't been used properly, and he really never fucking has, and that sucks. Sucks. This franchise, if they waste him, man, if they waste a quarterback like that, you don't get good quarterbacks all the time. Guys that can help lead your franchise, and he's getting wasted. I think he's getting wasted, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because there's one more year, man. we'll talk about it all off season. I appreciate you disagreeing less. We'll talk about it all off season because we're all frustrated as fuck. I mean, I think that's what it boils down to. I'm gonna segue into the WTF because I mean that's kind of where I was going. Raider Nation is as a whole is just we're just frustrated as fuck, man, and we so much hope, and it's to just stand at the doorway of relevance again, at the threshold of being somebody again in the National Football League, and just pissing down your leg again it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating to have to deal with. Now you gotta listen to fucking Queef's fucking mouths. You gotta listen to Donkey fans' mouths. You gotta listen to fucking Sparkler fans' mouths. All these other fucking teams running the... now we got a whole fucking offseason of, oh man, boy, that Dolphins game. Can't believe that shit. Boy, I bet that hurt. Wow, watching that. So now, not only did we lose, we get eliminated in embarrassing fashion. In a percentage of a play that doesn't happen ever. Ever. So that's how 2020 ends. It can't just end quietly. Nah. Oh, hell nah. We gotta piss down our leg and then fucking trip and slip over it. Fall down in it on the way out. Come on, man. We deserve better than this. That's why Raider Nation's pissed. That's why fans like myself are pissed. Not because we're not real fans. God damn. Another motherfucker that fucking doesn't call some other Raider fan, you ain't a real fan. Fuck you. Who are you to tell any fucking fan how to grieve the death of a season? Who are you or I or anybody to tell another fan how to fucking grieve and deal with it? We schedule our lives around this season. We schedule how we dress, our family vacation, what we do on our kids' birthdays. We schedule everything. Fucking some people's only vacation they take are for fucking games. And they ain't got a right to be pissed? Oh, the fuck. The fuck they don't. They spend their free time, their fucking extra money they can't even afford, to support this team. You guys are professionals, the best at what you do. You have one job, and that is to win and entertain your fan base. You entertain through victory. That's what you're supposed to do. It's been a long fucking time that this fan base has not had the proper joy and the proper glory that it should have. Commitment to excellence is not a motherfucking bumper sticker, and this fucking franchise and this goddamn team needs to fucking realize it again, because the Raider Nation and the fan base gets it. We understand pride and poise. We understand commitment to excellence. That shit means something to us. We just want the fucking franchise we love for it to fucking mean something to them again. What the fuck? I'm out. Peace, love, and as always, Raider Nation.